Before we move on to other trending stories, we hear of defection from PDP to APC, from other parties, mostly to APC. You were elected as a governor on this platform, PDP. My question now is, moving on to APC, is there no penalty to such people defecting from the party you've been elected into a different party, mostly the APC now? Is there no penalty accrued to such people? Because you were elected into it, and since you're being defected, you resign your post. I feel that should be applicable.
No, governance, the Constitution doesn't have such provision. Whatever situation, the state is a creation of the Constitution, and whatever it operates, it's a creation of the Constitution. Nigeria was actually created by Constitution. There's this amalgamation, an act proclamation, which is an act of law, and even the democracy we are practicing now, this Third Republic, it's a creation of 1999 Constitution as amended. So, and in the provision of this Constitution which you're operating now, if you're a governor, you don't need to, there's no stipulation, you can cross carpet, you can move to another party. The only provision the Constitution has for cross carpeting and the procedure is for those who are in the legislature. That is, say, if you are elected into the legislature, either at the state or the federal, and let's say APC, and you're moving over to PDP, it must be that there is a division in your party, there's a faction in your party. If not, you're expected to resign. But if there's a faction in your party, and you can see practically all the parties today are factionalized, apart from APC. PDP is fractionalized, Labour Party, name them, even ABGA. So these are even constitutional grounds for them.
This has not happened. We've heard of
the
defection for the legislators from this very party to another party, and they still maintain their seats.
If there is, that's the contention in Rivers State, because as at the time the PDP members defected to this thing, to the PDP members to APC. There is no faction. There was no faction in PDP, so that was why their seat was declared vacant. Do you understand? But now, if they had done it now, their seat wouldn't have been declared vacant, because as we speak, PDP has faction. PDP has some faction because of secretary issues. So some people are claiming one thing or the other. That is what the Constitution says. And like I said, whatever dispensation you are practicing in a society, in a positive society like Nigeria, it is what the Constitution says. If the Constitution is silent on it, no matter how moral you think that act is, no matter how immoral you think that act is, it has no place, because the Constitution that created the performance of certain acts did not criminalize it, or did not mention anything on it. But the one that is mentioned, like the legislatures, federal and state, had their provision. But what you notice also is, like, in some parties there have not been any division. But when they cross over to APC, because the procedural, the process stipulated is that the Speaker of the House of State House of Assembly, or Speaker of the Federal House, or the Senate President, as the case may be, will be the person determining and declaring the seat. So if somebody from ABGA is crossing over to APC,
definitely.
So how do you think that when the speaker or the Senate President is APC, how do you expect him? So it means that you have to now go to court, because if there is any infraction, you understand, if there is any right creating condition in the Constitution, and that right or performance of an act has been infracted upon, the party suffering the injury will go to court. So it left for the court. And you know the way Nigerian courts are these days. So let me leave it at that.
Okay, we'll leave it